All right, all right. Shalom, shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this Deborah platform with another message. And I will say, this is a lovely evening in which the Most High Yah has made. And I, Sister Deborah, shall rest therein. Just coming today in regards to let us get to the matter of what is, what was, and what shall be. Okay, let's kick everything else to the curb and get to the matter, the core. Okay, there's a lot of things that's taking place right now, and it's a lot of things people are now focusing on, a lot of things that's set before us. But don't ever think that it's something's going on that the Most High does not know about or is not aware of. And I say unto you all that I thank him for being who he was before the foundation, yesterday, today, and forevermore. Because to know who he was before the foundation of the world, not to the point where you know 100, but what he's giving you to know that you walk now in today, it's a blessing. It's truly a blessing. So I thank the Most High for who he is all by himself. And I'm coming live because this is what I wanted to do. I left a video earlier today and I want to come live. I want to read Psalms 75. In Psalm 75, we're not going to read uh, all of it, but we're just going to read verse 1 and verse 2. And it says, unto thee, O Yah, we give thanks unto thee. Do we give thanks for that thy name is near thee, wondrous works declared. Verse 2, when I shall receive the congregation, I will judge uprightly. And let me tell you, if you're thinking for 1 minute that, like I said, everything that's going on that he might not be aware of, or we don't think that he's really in control, or we think that, well, maybe he don't know that this is happening and that is happening. Don't be taken by it, okay? Don't estimate who he really is and his power that rests therein, because he's one that's not about what we think he's about. And I just thank him for having that mystery about himself. Yah has a mystery about himself, and it keeps you constantly wondering what his next move is going to be. He always did that. He always, when he dealt with people back in the days when he was upon them, and when he brought them into visions and dreams, it was never he never gave them the fullness. He kind of took them around the rope, in a sense. And he didn't give them the fullness of everything, like he did with Job, when he said to him, where were you when different things, hello in the live chat, glad to see you. When he asked Job, where was he when the stars were hung, and so on. Yah is that type. He has a humor about himself, but he has also a mystery about him. And I really like that. I really like the idea that he has a mystery about himself. Okay, let me light this here back. I love the smell of these here. It just does something to me. I'm just going to light this. Okay, we have some issues that's going on in the world. And I will say that none of it's going anywhere. It's going to be worse and worse. It's going to get greater and greater and greater and greater and greater. And somewhere along the line, there is a people who have not turned from their ways and look Yah in his face with repentance. And there is. I mean, and they haven't seen anything yet. I'm going to talk about the young man. I think his name was Ronnie O'Neal. Ronnie O'Neal was a young man, a very attractive young man, I would say. Now, as far as the way he came to court, as far as his hairstyle, and a lot of times we think that when we see different type of hairstyle, it identify with our nationality. We really think that. We really think that anything that the Europeans sell or say that we are to look like or we should look like because this is our history or this is what they used to look like. We run for it. We take whatever they prepare for us. Clothing, styles, hairstyles. We really, I'm serious. They can put a yellow scarf and have our young men buying yellow scarves to tie around their heads. And you don't think they would go back? They would all go out and buy them and wear them. It is so powerful how they're able to manipulate us to dress the way that they think we should dress and look. I feel that they try to keep us not out of their styles, but a style that doesn't look attractive or it doesn't, it's just not a look to look at and it appeared to be attractive. So Ronnie O'Neal, the young man who killed his girlfriend and his own daughter and tried to do away with his own son. If you see how the world system placed him up there as a clown, they were showing us, and while we're sitting here thinking that, okay, I'm going to tell you the truth about the matter. I believe that many of our brothers would look at that situation and say, they did this to him. They did this to him. Because I know that's the mindset. That's the spirit that the Most High have informed me about our men. That's their mindset today. They will look at this young man and know that how he killed his girlfriend and how was she his girlfriend or wife, one or the other. I didn't get that deep in it because I would have to go before the Father regarding some things. But I try to stay distant because he gave me the endurance spirit. That means, I could see from the wilderness what's what, but I have to endure it without feeling that or without trying to be on this platform forcing people to see what I'm able to see. Okay, so endure it. You can speak about it and keep it going, Deborah. Just keep it going. Okay, so with this young man, O'Neal, Ronnie, I think his name was O'Neal, how he did his family is just so connecting to what y'all was showing me in the spirit realm about our men. When you see this man, you see him up here boosting, boasting, and pride-minded, and as if he ain't done no wrong. Listening to him, the way he conducts himself, how he can't even control himself, why would you think the Europeans or the system would even give him that airway? Why did they allow him to be a clown in the circus? Because that's exactly what he is, along with being a murderer. Okay, so I couldn't digest, I really couldn't, why they would give him that much media. It was like a circus, and it's a clown just cutting up from the floor up. And ain't no sympathy, no sorrow, no remorse. Did not y'all speak of this in Romans? That it's going to come a time. There is not going to be any remorse. There's not going to be any sorrow in the hearts. And this is the spirit. This young man was carrying the same spirit that y'all had informed me in the last year that is upon our men and have been for some time, he says. He said, this is that same spirit. If you would have just listened to the young man in court, you would have seen, you probably wouldn't, because I don't know if everybody have probably, and with me, I see it to be a little bit different. But This man was in court and he didn't see anything wrong with what he did. I wouldn't have dared want a lawyer to defend me, nor myself. He was wanting to be defended, wanted someone to hear him, because instead of hitting her more than 3 times, he wanted to let them know I didn't hit her that many times. What difference does it make? You shot her, you killed her, and you beat her. So who cares if it's a 50 million times or one? See, in his mind, these are the minds that's floating today, you guys. These are the mindset. Let me just go and say it like y'all said. These are the spirits that are before you. So a lot of you all that's out there getting involved, and with females as well, you're getting involved with these females, and you're lying down with them and having children by them, and you really don't know the spirit that is upon these flesh. Okay, so here it is. This young man, I mean, for him to have done what he has done, I wouldn't dare say that he was mental. I wouldn't dare say he was demonic. He was the devil's friend, 100. Because the way he felt that he had no remorse, taking the axe and chopping on his daughter, and the way he did his son, and the way he killed his, I mean, what happened to all those years of good time that turned into 1 hour, probably just 1 hour of him reacting this way? But then when court time to stand before the white man, he got a lot of sense. These are spirits. I'm going to tell y'all something. And I'm going to warn you, we're going to get to the matter of it, because the truth of the matter is these are the spirits that Yah has warned me that is put out among our men. This is what you see. And this is not seeing this with this young man. That was also a circus for the Europeans to make us look bad. You see, and you didn't hear not one man on this devil platform covering the fact that we shouldn't be doing this as the people. We should do this. We shouldn't be like this. We need to not try to, our men. You don't hear them saying nothing. They won't. Anytime they got to say something regarding what the men are doing, they got to make sure they belittle the woman and then hit on the man. But see, what they don't understand, y'all did not tell me that the women had this here demonic spirit on them the way that these men have. So if you ever wonder why I'm keep talking, what am I to say if this is what Yah has given me to say? Now, is it going to change the matter? No. But the truth of the matter is this is what we're coming up against. I'm going to cover the fact that I am so fed up with hearing people talk about how come they doing us like this. Why is it they getting away with doing us like this? That is the most sickest mindset to me on the face of the earth. For a people to turn around and believe that somebody is doing you so wrong without looking in the mirror. Really, looking in the mirror to me is this. When you're able to look in the mirror and you can see yourself clear, to the point you can see straight through you, and you begin to see others and see what everything truly is, you know, because Yah will take you there. But he wants you to first look in the mirror at yourself. Once you look at yourself, he then take you to where he can take you higher. But we first have to look in the mirror at ourselves. Okay? That's how Yah rumble. He wants us to see ourselves as no better than nobody else. But once we're able to look in that mirror and see ourselves, Yah take us beyond and tell us what is what and what we're actually seeing beyond what we're seeing and beyond ourselves. But we don't want to do that. To me, as long as I live, I would never, ever, I don't care what happened, look at another nationality and another race as to be my nation's issue. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Why? Because you all fail to, it's a, like he said, they reject truth and they perish. That means you all going to die. Not knowing, not caring, because you reject truth and you take on lies and you take on the information people give you to deceive you. I I would never in my life. Now, I'm talking about me because I'm learning from the wilderness. I'm not learning from the level where everybody else is learning. And I've been taught from the back end, not the front end. 99.9 been taught from the front end. And that's what make people think they have awakening and they're in a newfound religion and they know who they are. But when you know who you are before the foundation of the world, that's the back end. You see? So being a student of the Ruach HaKodesh and being taught as a young girl from the back end to the front, I can't sit and ask him and say to him anything outside of yay. You know why? Because I understand things he showed me, things that I'm seeing from the wilderness that's about to come and that has came, and how harsh and wicked things are. All I can say is, yay, Lord. That's it. Okay. Because if I start cutting up from the floor up, he said, Deborah, this need be. In a sense, you know I done taught you this. I allow you to see it from a distance. I put it to know it. Don't stand around and act like everybody else, like you don't. Refuse. When he get me to that level, when he say to me, this need be, that's to bounce me back into reality. The reality of the spirit. That Deborah, these are the things I've been warning you from. I've been warning you about. These are the things I've been showing you. And when you see these things happening, we cannot blame Yah. Don't ever blame him. Because I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't think in my spirit, any human being can be worse than the human beings that was called by his name and reject him then and reject him now. How could that be any worse? How could that be where your father and your mother in the house and they raise you, they bring you up, they send you to college, and they bought you a house, they bought you your first car, and you turn around and get so big-headed and you turn around and say, they ain't no kin to me. And then be up on the news, been and done something you ain't got no business doing. All that mother and father have invested in you is vain and vax now because what you decide to take your life and do. You see, that's what we as a people have done to the Most High Yah. And we won't repent. We're not going to repent. That's why he's coming and change that small remnant into a way that he can take that remnant to the promised land, because as it is, it's not worldly to enter into the promised land. But I will say this: the things that's going on is easily seen, but people are denying what is before them. We want to blame another nationalities. We want to blame that same nationality for us being here, what they've done to us and how they done things to us, and out of all these books that they have searched and read and found, why is it they haven't come to the fullness, the truth of the matter, that still this is what Yah wanted for us? This is what he wanted for us. Why is it this a people cannot see that this same way that we were done is the same way we were conducting ourselves once we had it all? Oh, we had it all. So why is it we can't see that this is the mighty right hand of the Father that is allowing these things to come upon us? I don't too much focus on ordained, predestined, and all of that, because to me that's a seal. That's like, whoop, there it is. It's going to happen whether you like it or not. He has ordained it, predestined it. It is what it is, and it's going to be what he said it's going to be. Now, I accepted that in full heart. But see, when I'm here in the flesh, what gets me is when I see our people conducting themselves this way, but yet saying they bothering me. They bothering us. They doing this to us. That leads me to realize that the Ruach HaKodesh is not in these people. Can't be. And not teach them spirit and truth. And the truth of the matter? No way. No way. No way will the Ruach HaKodesh remain in anyone and not give them the truth of the matter. Because Yeshua HaMashiach said he would send the comforter, see to it that the comforter come. And when he come, he will teach us all things. And I can't say very much of nothing. Because when I come to him, that first thing he said, but you know. You see, this need be, because you already know, So to sit and to be on these platforms and entertain people is because that's what this is. It's the beast right hand entertainment. And it's not really gearing people to really understand Yah in his purest form. Because all this that's happening to us, y'all, this is his mighty hand. And his hand still down on us. Even though the 400 years is over, it's because we're getting worse and worse and worse. And worse. So he's saying they still like they were when I brought them over here or before. We refuse to really see who we really were over in the land. So we get over here and think, oh, we the angels from heaven. Oh, we the good ones. Oh, no, you ain't, baby. You got a bent. You're the worst of the worst human being that ever hit the face of the earth. Because anytime a creator can list you under his name and you deny him and you profane him and you disrespect him and you dishonor him, who can be worse than that? Who? So I go back and I say, okay, something's going on here. Why is it important, Father, that you suffered or you suffered the heathens to know who you are? What's going on with that? All the way into the time of the end, he's constantly talking about, now these days that we haven't hit 40, he's talking about, and the heathen's going to know who I am. And the heathen's going to know this. And the heathen's going to know this. And the heathen's going to know this. And I'm like, wait a minute. Who are they? It is said they are the one that done so much to us. But what is it that they going to know? What is it that you have to be known to them? It's because we've been lying. We've been lying to you all. And you all enjoy the lie than the truth. Let's tell the truth of the matter. And I said to the Father, even in Mount Zion, when he take them to the promised land, he said, and the heathen shall know. Wait a minute. What is the big idea that the heathen know? It's because it's a mystery, you guys. It's stuff that you do not understand that has not been given to you because y'all don't see that you are fit to receive it. That's why I can sit here and talk all day and night. You're not going to be able to digest it in your spirit if the Ruach HaKodesh is not abiding in there. To lead and guide you from whatever you hear, then the spirit of the Ruach will come in and he'll expound on it and give you sight. See, it ain't Sister Deborah. It's the spirit that leads you and guides you. It's the Ruach HaKodesh that teach you all things. You see? So when the truth of the matter to it all is, when you see these things going on and everybody is ignoring all the evil and wicked of their own nation, Yah is looking at that and saying it to himself, not to me, not to no one else, because he already told me that's why it need be that these things continue. It's because we are an ugly people. We are a people who want Yah to kill, steal, and destroy everybody else outside of us. We can't talk. We can't come together. We can't unite. We can't do nothing together as a people that is called by his name. Why is that? Because we're them ugly people that's on the face of the earth that think because we are listed under his name that we all that and some. But what the truth be told is you ain't going nowhere and the fire is going to be kindled just for you. Because people really believe that people are doing things to them. They're not doing anything to you all. It's what you're doing to each other. What you have done to the Creator. Have no shame in your game. Nobody never say anything like this Ronnie O'Neal. When I saw that, I said, wait a minute. He proudly standing before the heathens. And do you all know that the heathen know who you are? That's why they don't have no respect for you, because they see that you have lost the respect for the Creator who listed you under his name. And you all thinking you all listen that. they trying to get the heathens to accept them as the people. That's how ignorant these people are. We as a people are. We trying to get them to accept that who we are, to pay us back something. Where is that in the biblical? Where have you heard that out of the mouth of Yah? He did not say that. Now, when that time he come and clean our mess up and transport us, he ain't gonna let them have to bow down to us after what we done. What kind of jest is he if he could let us continue in what we're doing and then let them have to bow down to us or to worship us and to serve us as we are? No. It's going to be the small remnant in which he's going to convert. And no, they're not going to be doing everything that they feel in the book is saying. The book has been smeared. You have to be under the Ruach to understand exactly what it said. Because you just can't go in it and read it. Oh, I got it. No. And accept the Ruach HaKodesh come and abide in you and teach you all things. You ain't got nothing but a lost mind. I ran up on a young man today, and he began to tell me how he was molested. And I said, wait a minute. Total stranger. I said, it was a reason why you spoke to me. I said, you know what? I say, do you know that I was just watching programs where a lot of men were crying out. Here they is 60, 65, crying out about what took place when they was 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6. Not one of them was destroyed by a female. They were destroyed by their own man. And we went around here trying to be submissive over demonic spirits. You go on, be submissive up under the demonic spirit. Honor the demonic spirit. When it all said and done, you ain't seen nothing yet. If you think today has gotten bad, you ain't seen nothing yet. Because things about to be tried by the fire. It's already being tried by the fire. But because the people on this devil platform is wanting more of the check and the likes and the subscribers, this here, they're bypassing what they need to be warning their tribes and their people. They're not going to tell them anything. So when, like he said, he's going to come like a thief in the night and your butt's going to be outside that door. And you ain't going to be able to say, we the people. You the people outside on the other side. That's the same thing with the one come judgment. He said they're going to stand before him and say, I did this in your name. I did this. That individual felt he had the name packed down. But that's one of those Hebrew Israelites thinking he's going to come on up in there in the face of the Most High Yah and call a shot. And it's going to go the way he wanted. He going to tell him, depart from me, you worker of iniquity. I never, ever knew you. Yeah, you was the seed of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. But you wasn't the seed of who I am. My spirit does not rest therein. See, and they don't understand stuff like that. The reason why I say this is because I hear several people whining about what the world and the system is doing to them. Do you all understand? Yah knows who is his. Okay? We put him in the dumb seat and we climb up on the high and pride seat. But we put him in the dumb seat as if we know everything, but he don't know nothing. Ain't nothing in order with him, but everything is in order with man on the earth. You see? So we must suffer many things. The fire must be kindled amongst the people. Because this is a part of their, I would say, judgment in the flesh. What you do in the flesh is going to be held accountable. And what you do in the spirit going to be judged. See, a lot of people think they're just going to escape everything. No, you're not. And you have not been. Tell me, how many times did you think that when the men was hanging from the tree and their wives next to them, or all of men, 6 men hanging from the tree, left up there for 4 or 5 days, and y'all heard the babies hanging from the tree too, and y'all didn't see it? You messed up from the floor up. The truth of the matter, he saw it all. And you want me to tell you when he saw it? Before the foundation of the world, he saw it. But he didn't come in, wait a minute, those are my people. Those are the children. Those are the one in my name. Those are all this stiff-necked rebellion and disobedience. They have forsaken me from the beginning. They have profaned my name. They have dishonored me. I would turn my face away from them. Yeah, I see them hanging, Deborah. I turn my face away from them. They have turned away from me. The truth of the matter, that's how it is today. We're wanting him to step in and knock a couple of policemen and knock a couple of them, the government and a couple of them Caucasian or them heathens across the head for us, for our name's sake. Why would he do that? And we're uglier than they are. Look what our own supposed to be head is doing to one another. Brother against brother, shedding blood of his brother. Now he's gonna, in the beginning with Cain and Abel, he put a charge on Cain. So why won't he put a charge on the men today? And the women today as well. What is going on in their minds? And everybody walking around playing patty cakes on all these devil platforms, thinking the stuff is, oh, long as it ain't me, it ain't in my house, whatever. That shows you the heart. He said they're not going to have no compassion for one another. And that's the day we're in. When the fire is more kindled, they're not going to have no compassion for you. Look at how the people dropping. Look at how the people are being murdered. Nobody's saying a word. And I'm like, Father, it's like it's the norm now. He said, yes, you ain't seen nothing yet. I said, if I see any more, would I live? Because that's how mentally seem like it would take you. Because if you can see what's going on and see the level of wicked and evil that's portrayed behind it all. Now, the thing about it is, y'all already let us know our worst enemy is self. So going back to what I was saying about the mirror, we can't ask y'all to do nothing until we look at within ourselves. We need to look in the mirror and don't move until we see ourselves. You look into that mirror, and once you see yourself, see your ugliness, see your disrespectful mindset, see your disobedience, see your profaning him and dishonoring him in you. You got to see all that. You got to see that before he allow you to see anything else. And that's what's going on. That's the truth of the matter. That's why I was trying to figure out, well, why is it they can't see this stuff, Father? Well, he said, because they can't see themselves. They can't even see themselves. Like he said, a man is to love his wife as he do himself. He don't even love himself because he don't know how. So how he gonna love you? And loving himself means give to himself what himself needs. He can't even do that. So how he gonna love you? You see? All of this stuff that's going on worse than Solomon and Gomorrah, it's worse than the days of Noah. I love how he connect those two, trying to get us to know y'all worse than the worst. When y'all standing in the days of the worst, y'all walking around here like everything Yankee Doodle, like ain't nothing in error, ain't nothing on fire, ain't nothing unjust, ain't nothing unrighteous, ain't nothing going on, and it's right before our face, and we're just bypassing it. Okay. There's a lot of things that are going on. Let's go to the shop, the V. They're learning that too is causing young people's heart problems. Okay. Now, what is actually going on? They decided to give all the countries, not all of them, but most of the big ones like Russia. I think it's Iraq. Is it not Russia? Russia. It's several countries. They give it all the communities that's in poverty the free shot. United States have given them millions so that they can give the less fortunate people that's poor the shot. It's about eliminating the population. Okay. It's no mercy in this, y'all. It's the same thing I'm saying about our people. It's the same way they are. They don't have no mercy, no compassion, no love. It's all about kill, steal, and destroy. Let me tell y'all something. If you walk around here and you believe everything they tell you, it's about $1, use a fool. Even that's going to cease. It's about power. It's about power. The beast ain't about your dollar. It's about your power. The power, like y'all said at the beginning, this is not against flesh and blood. This is a war in the spirit being. And while we're running around here trying to make it a war about us as a people, we're losing. We're losing out because we're turning as wicked. That is wicked can be created on the face of the earth and running around saying we the people. They knew we were the people before we even got over here. It's even in Ezekiel, them saying, oh, these are the people. And wait a minute, wasn't that their land that the Most High gave them? They knew who you are and they knew who that land was. But they just confused with why is these people still disrespecting him? Oh, if they're going to disrespect the creator, we ain't going to have no respect for them. Truth of the matter. Truth of the matter when you're sitting around here wondering, why they hate us so much? Why they do us like that? They hate us so how who can have that much hate? Y'all, I'm going to tell you something. These brothers and sisters have messed y'all heads up from the floor. Go to the mirror and see yourself in the mirror. Look in the mirror and see yourself. And own up to who you are. So y'all can bypass who you are and say, this is what's really going on. Come go with me. Let me take you deeper into a deeper. That's what he did to all the ones that he loved. He took them to higher levels in visions and dreams so they could see. He couldn't take them in the flesh. He had to take them in visions and dreams. Every last one of them. Because he couldn't take them in the flesh because this stupidity, this flesh is stupid. This flesh ain't got no sense. Everything Yah has to reveal unto us, it got to come to the route of a vision and a dream. Why? Because he had to make sure this flesh is down because this flesh is your worst enemy. And it's teaching us to believe a lie than believe the truth. Once we believe the truth, we have compassion for the Creator who loved us so much, who've done so much for us, who have had so much mercy and grace for us. We tend to love on him for everything that he have done. We can't love on him if we run around here can't even see ourselves in the mirror. Ain't nobody done nothing to you. Ain't nobody done nothing to you. This is a battle, not flesh and blood. But even though flesh and blood is cutting up from the floor because it think it rules. And don't even know. Go and cut up from the floor. Judgment is at your door. Because when you cut up in the flesh, your spirit is going to see hell. Burning. So that's what people don't know because the people are not warning the people. They're not telling nobody nothing. That you keep on cutting up like this, man. Women, you keep on acting the way you acting. We got to get these kids together. That's why Yah has a generation that he's going to clean up the debris we leave in there. And he's going to take them to the promised land and redo this thing over. You see? But outside, now that's just the promised land. That's not the New Jerusalem. See, they got y'all confused about all that too. Because it's no way I want to go to no promised land. Just take me on, put me down, and wake me up when it's time for the New Jerusalem to come down. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. All this other stuff that they trying to drill, that they have drilled into the heads of people, let them go head on. Keep on feeding it to them. But the truth of the matter, people will hear everything the European says. They anxious to hear what the European says about everything. Everyone are Negro men on these platforms. Soon as the heathen say something, oh, they want you to show you the film that they said this and they said. I said, wait a minute, isn't this the same heathens you said that you're not supposed to trust and did this and did this to you? But what is it? What's going on? It's so confusing. It is so confusing because they'll believe in 1 minute and the next minute they'll have them. No, they'll believe him they won't believe him 1 minute. Next minute, they have him on their video showing you what he said or what she said. But when Yah send his anointed, appointed, predestined, and ordained ones, no one wants to hear it, which is still good. To me, it is. And what makes it good, because when Solomon has to minister to my spirit, Ezekiel come telling me, and then Jeremiah come telling me, oh, don't let Isaiah tell me what it is. I said, okay, that's about right then. That's about right. So you find yourself where you need to be in Yah, understanding that this, what Yah said need be is. This is how it has to be. But it's a lot of things that's taking place. And let's speak of this shot. They're giving this shot to now young people, and now they're saying they're having heart problems, okay, and other issues. And then they have, which is so strange, a Jewish man and two Caucasian men on a platform talking about how dangerous this here V is, this shot, and how no human being should be given this shot. Our people is the only people that rush out there to get it proudly. And not only that, they would fight you if you say anything to them regarding the shot itself. If you really were righteous and found yourself in charity, charity was put in there to override righteous, the word righteous, and righteous comes with just and justice. So if you were righteous, you would see who your tribe, your nation of people really are. See it from the standpoint of Jacob. See it from the standpoint of what Yah reveals to you, so that you can be able to see your people for who they are and still be able to deal with them in the moment of love. Because love is to give and give, okay? That's what love is in the Bible. You can take love out, because all it is Yah giving and gave. That's all it's about. That's all it is. So we're even waiting for someone to love us. No, Yah say ain't no such thing. It's about giving and gave. Giving and gave. That's what it's all about. We are to give him all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. What is he talking about? What is he talking about? Give you all his heart, mind, soul, and strength. He's talking about your mind, your heart, and your spirit, and the strength of your spirit to him. He don't want your flesh. He don't want that nasty thing. But he figured if you give him your all in spirit, that he will work with you while you in your flesh. You see, that flesh going to the ground. He don't want that. He ain't never said he wanted it, because we are not taught that it's two parts to us. Just like you have a flesh, that flesh has its mind, it has the strength, it has the heart. You see, it has eyes, it has ears. All of it goes what? To the earth. You got a spirit in you that has an eye, that has an ear, that has a heart, that has a mind. It stands before Yah. And if you let your flesh rule over that spirit, which 99.9 have, guess what? You heading to damnation. You heading to the fire, whether you like it or not, or whether you know it. So just because Sister Deborah said go to the light, everybody might think it's my choice. I don't know if I want to go to light. I don't listen to that. Whatever. You're heading to the eternal fire. Because if you live the life of your flesh, your spirit live the life of your flesh, when it's saying before Yah, I never knew you. Depart from me, you worker of iniquity. You're going to hell. Because Yah want our spirit. He want our spirit to want his spirit so he can abide in us. I believe to a certain degree, I want to say that they're not teaching the people, but I've said it too many times. And I believe that they said it in days past. Jeremiah, Ezekiel, they said it in a way similar to Deborah, but in a way that Yah had given it to them to give to the people. It ain't no changing. If Ezekiel, Isaiah, and Jeremiah, Solomon, David, all of them didn't change the people, Deborah ain't coming on the scene to make any difference. That's why I love them. That's why I know they my brothers. Because they come to warn me to let not your heart be troubled, like the Father said. You're going through what we're going through. We had to do it for years. You're coming on the scene after being really 4 months. 4 years. We had to do it for a long time until we got into our grave. And then I was hearing one of the lost books. And I sat there and I listened to 16 chapters. And amazing how y'all was crying all that time. Israel. I think that's what that's what it was. The 2, something like that. But I was sitting outside just listening to it. And I was like, what? How could these men go for the apocalypse and say this is a lost book? All this stuff is a lost book. And they found it. And I said, y'all, they found the book, but they didn't apply it. They didn't listen to it because Sister Deborah heard it for the first time today. And it brought tears to my eyes. I said, Father, you mean you've been crying to them all this time? Even in the books they said was lost, been crying to them. Telling them to do what's right. Telling them everything I'm saying. I've been saying since I was on it for. I'm serious, you guys. And you mean to tell me you sure have routed. Let the truth be told. I'm telling you something. Hey, let me tell you. He done routed that thing so many times, we ain't going to be able to stand before him in judgment and think we're going to get away with it. No, he done routed it too many times. The whole idea of the 400 years for us to see ourselves in the mirror. We are to see ourselves in the mirror. He even talked about jealous to bring us to jealousy. You see? It's all about trying to get a people to see him. But you can't see him until you look at your ugly face in the mirror and see it for what it is. So he can bypass you and say, now you've seen you. Let me show you what's what. But we can't get past that until we're able to own up to it. So when we run around here saying they killing us, they killing our brothers, tell your brother stop killing everybody else. How dare you tell them police to stop killing one and they killing 20 of theirs a day? How sick does that sound? And nobody says a word. Oh, but when one man get killed by police, they killing our people. How many of your people got hung on a tree? Did y'all stop it? Because y'all have not seen the ugliness of your own people. If we ever get to see who we are and once we see who we are, y'all show us who we have been to him and why these things need be. But we don't want to see that. We don't even want to talk about it. Our women don't want to talk about things that we can teach our younger women, our young ladies. We don't want to talk about that. We want to be submissive under a man. And if we're so submissive in what their mindset is, as sick as y'all say they are, if we don't teach the young people, then who's going to teach them? I know you don't think they teach them. Have the 99.9 that left their seats right here, right there, here, everywhere, and ain't went back to check on them. Oh, judgment is on that too. Because the first thing he'll say, what happened to them seeds I planted in you? Did you feed? Did you nurture? Did you bring your son up? See, everybody thinking that y'all just gonna say, oh, you Abraham seed, come on in. Oh, go ahead on. Keep thinking that. Because when I heard that one of those lost books, I was like, wait a minute. I was like, at first, when I heard the first chapter, I didn't want to go to the second. I went to 16 of them. And I said, you mean this is one of the books that I hear them talk about? I said, but Father, this book is deep. It even sees Esau different. I'm like, wait a minute. Esau is not like our brothers been saying that they are. I'm like, wait a minute now. And I sat there and I listened. So this is their lost books that they all got. And you mean it's telling them what they have done from the beginning all the way into today. And here we are living in it today. And they still can't see it. Somewhere, something has to get worse for our natural eyes to behold and I not your heart be troubled. I'm all for whatever y'all has planned, because I can see it from the wilderness. I just don't know if I'm gonna live to see it all. Because it's deep. I couldn't care if I wouldn't be living, because it's deeper than deep. We are in a time where if they are knowing who we are, and we are the people, and we're conducting ourselves, but then again, I think 80% of our minds of our people is gone too. So how can that? But Yah is able. You see, he's able to go beyond that. Okay. Like I said, it's just, I turn to that and I get on that, not with the intent, but this the Father knows what he's saying. And that's what I'm afraid of, is because I have 4 sons, you see, and I stay on them, telling them, you put Yah first. And like my other son, I don't know if he's going to propose to his girlfriend or not, but I told him when he first met her, let her know he is your number one. He is your all in all. She do not come before him. And you see how he conduct himself. He makes sure she's aware that the Most High come first. You see, because I don't want her to feel that she can take that from him and think that he's gonna love on her and forsake his father. No, he ain't. No, he ain't. I put enough in him to run on and hope that she runs, take his hand and run with him. And they run together. But I tell them, I don't care who you mess with, make sure you let them girls know that, hey, God come first in your life. He's your number one. He's your all in all. He's your beginning and your end. Either they gonna hook up with him or kick him to the curb and keep it going. Don't be involved. Don't be feeling that you're losing anything. Just keep it going. If nobody won't accept your Father in the heaven, keep it going. And I feel sad for them, because I look at our men and I don't exclude them from the men that I talk to you about. Not because I see them in what the world is doing, but y'all see the men of the tribe of Judah and the house of Israel. He sees them. But that's what's so beautiful. That's what's so beautiful about judgment, because he's going to separate you as an individual. So when they stand before Yah, it's going to be one-on-one. One man stand before him. It ain't going to be the whole house of Israel or the tribe of Judah. See, a lot of them don't understand that. A lot of them don't understand. You're going to stand before him in your spirit being, and how you allowed your spirit to connect with him. It ain't going to be about you thinking you're going to bring your fleshly ways into that mind of that spirit. If it is, it's still with your spirit when you pass away. That means that's what it's going to be judged on. How you let your flesh have dominion over your spirit, and then give your spirit to unite with Yah's spirit and become one. That's what all that is about. There are issues that's going on, and I know a lot of you all haven't noticed it, but there is and I want so bad to connect it. I want so bad, y'all, to say it's a part of the part of the shot. I want so bad, because I believe that there is a something going on in the minds of the people. Something is going on to where people are shooting and killing by great numbers, where they don't care who it is. And what I think, that's why I said we can't just sit and line ourselves as being all goody, and everybody else evil, because it don't even have no color. And I be saying, but Father, wait a minute, they doing the same thing they doing. They doing the same thing they doing. They doing the same thing they doing. But how is it y'all gonna allow them to go into the New Jerusalem? Not to the newer Jerusalem, but to the promised land, and these here go to damnation. I just don't get it. I don't get it. You could be doing the same wicked and greater because you are listed in under his name. But you get to go somewhere else and they get to go to hell. That you all better understand. Y'all don't rumble that way. That's not the way he rolls. I know it. It's the way they teaches you all and make you all think that, but that's not who Yah is. He's not like that. I believe he is justice. He's just. And I believe he's righteous. He's not going to let us continue to think that that's why all the judgment is coming to us as a people. No, we don't see it because we want to be blind to it. That's why do you think that no one is united? You don't hear no Negro men, no Negro women, nobody in the whole house of Israel saying, yeah, we got to get our stuff together. That's enough. Farrakhan did a Million Man March. What is the Hebrew Israelite done? Nothing but hated on each other. It's about power and control amongst them. They want the power and the control. They want to be boosted. They want to be uplifted, pride-minded. And you got some ignorant ones wants to make people think they're healing. You see? You see how everybody's trying to steal the hand of Yah's place? They don't care that we're in the end. They don't care about all these issues that's going on. They don't care that they're getting ready to put us down. Not us, I'm going to be honest, they are. They're going to put a lot of y'all down. I'm going to tell you the truth. It's coming. You see? And the things that's going to be taking place, they don't care because they figured out it ain't going to be me. Y'all coming. The devil line coming now. But you think for 1 minute you ain't going down with her? Come on now. Oh, yes, you are. You're going down right with Babylon. Because if you have not seen what is before you, after 400 years, she gave you to see. Now, here it is. The 400 years is over, and we still where we were when we was in the promised land. He said we were slaughtering. We were, blood was on our hands. That means we was killing, our brothers was killing each other. That's what it says. The men were killing each other. Oh, it says that. You see, just like in Chicago, they talking about, or in Missouri, it's real bad. Come on, y'all. This been going on. You see how long this been going on? This been going on a long time. But they use the devil's platform to feed you. They trash. And don't give you no food for your spirit, but to feed you the trash. Now they want to debate about what we should eat or what we shouldn't eat. Anything we take in our mouth comes out, okay? Yes, there are different things that's like sugar and salt and different other things that goes out into our bloodstream. But who's over life and death? Who's over life and death? Should we be more concerned about our flesh, or should we be more concerned about our spirit? I wonder, do anybody know anything about that? Which one should we be more concerned about? Our flesh or more concerned about our spirit? You know what man is? And our nation of men and our nation of women, we're concerned about our flesh. We got to make enough likes so we can get a check. We got to get enough subscribers. We got to be boosted as kings so we can feel like kings. We got to get pride-minded. But we're not telling the truth of the matter of what's actually taking place in the world today amongst us. If we could have at any time leave the heathens alone, let them do what they've been doing, and focus on, okay, what was we like when we had everything and y'all gave us? See, they don't want, that's what you call looking in the mirror. They bypass that. They won't put that in their newfound religion called an awakening. I noticed that. 4 years I've been on here, ain't heard not one person talk about who we really were before we came here. The type of things we done, even down to everything. Oh, no, we ain't gonna talk about that. But we're gonna make the issue today about the heathens bothering us. They took our history. They took out this, and they took out that, and they took out this. What? Do you know what the right hand of Yah is? Do you know who the right hand of the Most High Yah is? 99.9 don't. It is Christ. It's just Yah's right hand power. So therefore, if his right hand caused you to be here for 400 years and then told you why is it we can't just say, well, wait a minute, what must we do to get it right? He gave us a history of why we got over here. He told us about jealousy. Maybe we would be jealous if he choose to usher in the strangers. Oh no, we don't want. See, we don't want none of the truth. We want the lie to be spilled. We want everything we can feed our nation of people lies, so we can think that it's about a black and white thing, and it ain't got nothing to do with that. Because when the truth be told, let me tell y'all something. When the truth be told, when you go to that New Jerusalem, you go up there talking about white and black if you want to. It's going to be spirits, which is a light. Each and every last one of us. We're not going to be walking around in this fleshly body. And if your fleshly body die, go to that earth and you see what it looked like. And if y'all suffer you to see your spirit, then you realize, oh, wait a minute, that ain't me. This has got a light. This is not flesh. That's why you got to get past your ignorance and teaching these people. People cannot save you all. People cannot heal you all. Women, I don't know if you all have started experiencing it. He already started purging you. Okay? The truth of the matter, he has already started purging you. The crown of your head is already taking its course. See, he's going on. We're the one walking back here trying to make it look like we rule him and we can control the destiny in which he's prophesied. We ain't looking for the signs that he has warned us about. But that's in the make. That's it. That's so strong right now. That's why I know that we're walking this thing out. And we are almost at the end while we're sitting here trying to make it look like, when I say at the end, don't get me wrong. We as a people would have to go to our graves because we have forsaken him for too long. We have forsaken his ways. They want to play feast days, moon days, everything, and their spirit is not right with him. Okay? He says he's disappointed in that. He don't have no part in them. So if you run your butt out here talking about feast days and the full moon, you're lost without a cause, because none of them have their spirit right with him to be talking about feast days. Feast days is still yet for the flesh. The moon has no relevance to what you are in the spirit. It's still dealing with you in your mental state of mind in the flesh. That's why these men want to debate about what we can eat and what we can't, because they all in the mindset of the flesh. None of them have anything spiritual going on, because they can't give you what y'all ain't gave them. So they give you what they only have in their flesh. I wouldn't dare want to debate nobody on what somebody can eat and what somebody can't. But you want me to tell you one thing they won't debate? They won't debate spirit and truth. You won't see them come that route because they can't meet up the obligation. Because the Ruach HaKodesh is not in them to give them any information that they could have worth debating. They can't even debate that. That's why they got to debate the things of the flesh. Every time you turn around, they all want to debate the things of the flesh, what we can and what we cannot do. All that is vain and vats. All of it carries sin, darkness, wicked, lust. All of it is darkness. But let's go to the round. Let's go over here at the truth of the matter. Let's go over here to the spiritual realm. You ain't going to catch them that way. They ain't going to go nowhere that way. Nor would they lead you on these platforms to the spiritual realm, because they have no part in that. So they're not going to lead you where they don't have no part in. They got to lead you to what they have a part in, and that is their flesh. So please, if y'all have any time, don't entertain those ignorant men that decides that they're going to go onto these platforms and debate one another and make big issues about them talking about what we can eat and what we can and what we cannot eat. None of that has anything to do with the Most High Yah. We got too many issues going on amongst a nation of people. We need to be trying to tell the people, look your butt in the mirror and see yourself. See how ugly you are. And when you see yourself and tell Yah, I'm a ugly something. I'm a ugly something. You look in the mirror, I'm a ugly something inside and out. I'm tired of looking at my ugly self and let him go on and reveal things to you. After then, oh, here come. Oh, yes, here come. He began to deal with you from the inside, saying, you ready now. Because, see, people don't understand. They're looking for an answer. We're looking for him to swing his right hand, and they don't even know who his right hand is. They're running around here, want him to move on their behalf, and they ain't even got themselves right. Their children right. Their husband right. Their school, their camps, their academy. Their groups, their church form, their cult, their camps, none of them are in righteousness. They're walking in darkness and calling it the marvelous light. And who got them walking in darkness? Men to men. So that leads me to believe I see why. And you know what? In them 16 books, them 16 chapters I was reading, he was talking about how he's going to raise the dead and take them on. See, that's another thing they don't understand. He don't need you. He don't need you. Like he told Ezekiel, the dry bones, I can make them get up. See, we thinking he need us. He don't need us. We ain't nobody. We think we somebody because someone has stepped in and deceived us to believe that we all this and that. And we don't have to worship him. We don't have to put him on a pedestal. We don't have to honor him. We don't have to respect him. We don't have to commune with him. We don't have to give him our spirit, heart, soul, and mind. All we have to do is be a Hebrew Israelite. And that's so sickening. Because if you read the history of a people, from the beginning to the end, you'll wonder, how is it that he's going to allow us to make it to a new Jerusalem, and all these people on this side, whether they accepted him or not, they didn't go killing, destroying their people, destroying property. You know, you go into our community. See, let me explain y'all something. In our community, when you go to our community, I really did, and I felt really guilty afterwards. I went back over where I used to stay, which is nothing like it used to be. And I said, look at how all this trash and beer cans and bottles all over the place where our people live and our people reside. And I was trying to put that piece together. I said, see there, Father, they don't come to our community and offer any type of assistance or cleaning or anything. Y'all said, you know what? Y'all work for them with your hands. Why can't you work for your community? Why can't you work in your neighborhood? Why can't you keep your area clean? If they pay you $5, you'll go there and clean theirs. But you can't work among yours. And he said that how we always talking about, oh, we built this country. What? You will never know it, he said. Not based on how we rumble today. How did you build something and you can't even keep trash out of your community, out your front lawn? You won't even go outside and pick up the trash. See, these are the things that he put in trust in those who wants to rule over us, put us under submissive, keep us quiet. See, this is the sort of thing that goes on in our nation of people. And you go over to, I don't care what continent or what country you go over to or what state, it's the same at every state. And it's, you know what? Y'all was telling me, I was saying, see, they keep theirs clean. They keep the grass cut and they do that for them. And they make sure their area is not. Y'all told me just as plain this day. Wait a minute. What's hard about keeping your community clean? Why do they have to come clean up your community? You live in it. I mean, a lot of that stuff he be telling me makes so much sense because you want so bad to blame somebody else. You want so bad. I'm talking about the truth of the matter. We want so bad to blame somebody else. Our men sitting talking about you built this and you built this country. You built this. What have you built in your own house? What have you built in your own neighborhood? What have you built in your own community? What have you built in your own city? What have you built in your own state? Nothing but a bunch of mouth. You ain't built nothing, because if you built it, Yah is saying, this is where you know how deep the weakness is. Now, you can go, if that white man teach you and tell you to go over there and do it, you go over there and do it. But when it comes down to your own community, your own neighborhood, I wanted to do a film, and I'm going to do it, and I'm going to show y'all different schools, big, gigantic schools that they close in our Black community. All these big old beautiful high schools and elementary, all brick, just nice. But you should see what they look like. You would never know that used to be what it used to be. They still got them standing because they about to do something with them. They're going to make them out of lofts and everything. But listen to this. If our people, men who wants to be head and leader and ruler and want to put the woman submissive under them, why ain't you all stood in unity to keep our schools and our communities up? Why is it you haven't stopped the drugs in your community? Why is it y'all don't patrol your area? And then the other area do theirs, and then the other area do that, because there's no positive men out of the house of Israel working today. All they want to work is for the white man to get his work done, or they want to work their own business to keep them feeling like they got something up high. But Yah is still saying, these are the things he was showing me. He was saying, because I was like, they look at this neighborhood. It just go, why did they let this store fall down? Bricks falling off the store. Houses across the street falling all apart. Wait a minute. Trash all on the ground. People sitting in it, men sitting out on the front porch, smoking and drinking, eating and laughing. Vacant cars all on the streets. And these are people living. This is how their mindset is today. And they want so bad to blame it on the heathens. What I want to say to you all, and I know y'all might not know nothing about this, and I'm going to tell y'all this here that I know from the wilderness. A lot of us is looking for Yah to judge them according to how we felt we were done. Yah is not going to judge them like we thinking he's going to judge them. He's going to judge them for where he knew them. See, we thinking Yah's judgment is a judgment that comes and say, okay, y'all heathens, I'm sending all y'all to hell. Y'all did my people this way. And you, the mother of your great-great-grandfather, hung them, and y'all is not going to judge them like that. He's not going to judge them. He's going to judge them with a righteous judgment. Let the truth be told. He's going to judge them with a righteous judgment. He's not going to let them be held accountable if that wasn't in their heart to do that. See, he's going to judge the heart of a man, which is the part of the spirit. The heart that's connected to their spirit, not the heart that connects to their flesh, but the heart that's connected to their spirit. Now, if they did wicked and evil, oh yes, they're going to the fire. But just because we want to put them there, Yah ain't doing that for us. Because if before Yah is able to put them in the fire furnace, he better put all of us there. No, let me stop. He better put the whole house of Israel in the fire furnace first. That's just it. How dare him put them when 1,000 years our people been doing wrong, murdering, and everything else. Pedophile, homosexual. Oh, ain't nobody want to talk about that. This is about the truth be told. Let the truth be told. Let the truth of the matter be told. I'm going to put it that way. That's real there, y'all. So if we run around here feeling they all this and they did this, we really, to me, we do have a disability. We have a serious disability. We have a strong delusion. We have a disability, y'all. If we think that we can continue to conduct ourselves amongst each other and amongst others, and we end up in the New Jerusalem, and they end up in damnation. That ain't fair. That ain't just. Y'all gonna measure them out of what he knew of them before the foundation of the world. Do y'all hear me? That's that teaching I was telling y'all that I was taught from the beginning, from the back end. I was taught from the back end. I don't know where y'all talk. I think to me, everybody seemed like they taught from the front end. I'm taught from the back end. What took place before the foundation of the world. He knew who you were when you was in your mother's womb. He ain't talking about Hebrew Israelite. He talking about every man, woman, boy, and girl. He knew you in the heavens before you was white, Chinese, Arab, Russian. He knew you. See, that's where you have to get a grip of his power, of who he is. That's why he said they deny the power, because denying the power caused you to make him a lie so you can live the truth. That's what it does. That's why you deny the power, because the power sets you down. It will set you down and set you up at the same time. When you deny the power, let me tell you, you deny him. You see? And that's why he said, and they denied the power, because they do 99.9. They deny the power. They deny it because the power will set them down quick. See, and they figured we don't need the power, we can just rule our nation the way we want it and how we want it. We'll teach them this and we'll teach them that. We'll give them this and we'll give them that. We'll start a new religion called Hebrew Israelite. And we'll tell you what, we'll take Deuteronomy, we'll tear it up in 3 portions. We'll throw away the first one, we'll throw away the last one. We'll keep the middle part so we can bring up a newfound denomination. We all get up under umbrella, even though we don't love one another. We can't get along. We can't unite. We can't come in unity. We can't be what we're supposed to be. And we don't know our calling. We don't know our purpose. All we know is we here and we the people. That's the sickest thing to even be here living. To be here living. I don't even rumble like that with them. And I know I'm a prophetess in the wilderness. I know I was appointed and anointed, but I ain't wanted to go play with him because I know he'll knock me out at a blink of an eye. That's that fear he talk about. That's faith. That's endurance. Those are all spiritual gifts he give you to uphold you. For what? For what? For his name's sake. Because he invested in you and he want to uphold you. And all this other crap that's being taught don't mean anything, because the reason why it's important to take on what I'm saying is because when that storm is raging, and everybody is talking about it's coming. Even the Europeans know. Do you all know those that's issuing the vaccine is fully aware of Yah's timing? They are fully aware of everything that he has said and prophesied, and they working on it. They working it to get it fulfilled. You see? Because that's his will. He controls it all. And we running around here. Oh, we waiting for Babylon to come down. I don't know what for. You going down with it. Just like the other Israelites who didn't come out the promised land. They died 40 years in the wilderness. Did they come out? Come on now. Same yesterday, today, forevermore. But a small remnant did, which was their offspring. Did they not? Did they not? And then I heard in that other lost book, the book that they always talk about, they always reading out of, it says something about telling the women to raise the children. Get them ready. Women tell them this, women tell them that, raise them and let them know this and let them know that. And I was like, wait a minute, hold up. I know this ain't the book the brothers been reading, because this telling them women. See, that's why I told y'all better be careful in what y'all thinking y'all know and following people, because they got a lot of subscribers and got a lot of likes, or saying something, what he said, what did he call it? Twinkling your ears, itchy ears. That's what he called it. And you better be careful with that, because what a lot of them are doing is now wanting to make this a lie. They want to make this book fully a lie, but you won't see them telling you polygamy is a lie, or having many wives. The things that fools fulfill their lusts and their desires, they ain't gonna call that a lie, but they have the audacity to go in here and now say it contradicts itself and it's lying. Sister Deborah gonna say smeared, because Yah have showed up and showed out through his Holy Spirit, showing me what was in here. You see? So I can't say that this is a lie, and I won't say that it's a lie. It's been smeared by man's mouth. You see, their hands went and added and took away. You see, put what they want in here, and controlling it in that way, in that form. And that's where the men are trying to get the women back to, where they had switched up in here. They want you to get back to that. That's the way they want to control you. They want you to get back. You want to go back there? Take your butt on back. Take your butt right where they taking you. Take your butt on back there. Okay? And good luck, because that's what you're going to need, some kind of luck. Because that's, if they are not right and they have not been founded submissive and submitted under Yah's Ruach HaKodesh, you ain't got no business submitting to them. No business. Why would your flesh, if your flesh your worst enemy and their flesh their worst enemy, why is it you're going to submit your flesh to his flesh? Don't make no sense. It don't make no sense. That's not what Yah is saying. He's saying, after he has submitted to me, and you see, you submit to him. And when you submit to him, you automatically submit to God. That's how they work. But they ain't going to teach you that way. They teaching you all under the porch. The truth doesn't matter, all under the porch. And you all are going for it. So be about, and I'm going to sum this up right here. And this message is, know that when you stand for eternal life or eternal fire, you're standing by yourself. You're going to look to the left and you're going to look to the right. Mama and daddy ain't going to be there. Grandma, grandpa, sister and brother, husband and children not going to be there. You're going down with the count all by yourself. And if you think you're going to be able to justify that your husband should go with you and your children should go with you, it ain't going to be like that. It's over. Why? Because God said no more mercy after that. When you enter and stand before him for judgment, no more mercy. I ain't going to have no mercy for you, because it's time to rumble. It's time to put everything where it belongs so I can get my New Jerusalem coming down. Let's rumble. Where are you going? Where I'm sending you. And that's where you have to understand the same lies that have manipulated you and me and has misled people on this platform is the same lie that's going where? Right before the judgment seat of the Most High Yah. Did y'all know that? They're going to be up there saying things to get him and to try to convince him that they are who they say they are. Lying. So you will wonder, how could that enter back into the heavens? How could that enter before the throne of Yah? That shows you the strongness of their spirits that have led a life of their flesh. It's going to stand before Yah and thinking it's going to get away with saying this and saying that. Remember one he say, and when I was hungry, you didn't feed me. And he going to say, when were you hungry? See, study talking. See, still trying to justify like they've been doing down here, misleading and lying to people and leading people their way. Yah is not going for it. He's not going for it. So the good thing about it is, look, as long as you still have breath, you still have a chance to get it right. That's the beauty of it. You see, I don't care what you've done in life. As long as you still have the breath that rests therein, that's still his grace and mercy still allowing you to breathe and to take in to your spirit righteous. Take in his spirit, accept it. But you have to be able to look in the mirror and see your ugly self and not want to see yourself as it is from the mirror, but as Yah sees you. See, that's another thing about that mirror. You don't want to see yourself. You want to see who self is and how ugly, but you want to be able to see him in you when you look in that mirror the next time. You want to see your light. Oh, yes, you can see your light. It's too many times. It don't happen to me all the time. Now, yeah, I'm going to be honest with you. It don't happen to me all the time. But it happens to me a lot of times. And you know what? It feels good. It really feels good. It is so many times. That was last week and the week before last. I was out and about just doing shopping and going different places. And I got so many compliments. many from, I'm just saying about 6 or 7 from Caucasian women. You are beautiful. You got a light about yourself. These are different people. Okay. Now, my people, oh, they've said it all the time. You got a glow about yourself. This glow don't stay at 24/24. Don't get me wrong. It's something that comes and go. When the spirit is heavily on me, that's when they can see it, that heavy. Okay. So it feels good. It really feels good because I can be just upset. I can be mad, but I can just be walking and all of a sudden someone said, oh, ma'am, oh, I like your hair. I like your dress. Oh, you're so beautiful. And I'd be like, my old butt beautiful. I don't say that. I say, oh, thank you so much. But honestly, when I step out, I don't be, I dress my age, and I don't be trying to get people to look at me. I look so plain and so cool, refreshed. And my mind be on y'all. I'm going to be honest with you. It do. Everywhere I go. Why this? Why that? I know why. And he don't even ask me no more because he know I already know. Because he taught it to me from the wilderness. So I want to say to you all, thanks in the live chat for seeing you all. It's good seeing you all here. And I thank you all for coming on. And I will say that it's been a long day for me. And I thank the Most High. He allowed me to be able to purchase me another truck. This time I got a smaller truck. I had a GMC Sierra, a big truck. Now I have a small Ford Ranger. I know that's a big difference, but I was running into things with that red truck. So I had to kind of bring it a little down, a little smaller. But let me explain to you. Let me tell you about the dream I had. I had a dream 2 days ago. And in this dream, they was after me. This remind me of how when I first started on YouTube, how a lot of females was calling me and telling me that they was having these dreams. And it's similar to their dream. It really was. But that was like almost 4 years ago when they would call and tell me about dreams. I was so dream loaded. But I was in a dream a couple of days ago, and it almost felt like a vision, but I was in a dream. And I was lying down, and all of a sudden, I was in a place, and people were after me. They were actually after me. One location, I was in the house, and they was coming outside, and here they come, knocking on the door, trying to get to me. And they got at that time, they got to the door because in the dream, I was able to come up out and be gone. Everywhere they tracked me down, they knew where I was. I couldn't go one place without them knowing that I was already there. So they had a tracker or something that they knew every place that I would go. But guess what I would do? Boom, I would go up and be gone. And it became kind of funny to me because I said, now let them come again. They ain't going to get me. Boom, and I'm out. And it's just, so whenever they get to the point where they look like they're going to get me, boom, I could just boom, and I was out. That remind me of a dream I had about 3 months ago when they came to my door, the military, and they was trying to knock my house down. And at that time, my ex-husband and I was in the house. We had all the lights off. We had it boarded up, and they was on the front with all these military tanks. And this one tank had a big old drill, and this had a big old drill. And this tank was almost as big as the house. And they took that tank. It was coming through that front door and they were trying to ram to knock that front door. And that door was blocked by wood. And did you know they kept trying? They couldn't get through. So what the Most High said to me, Deborah, I want you to understand. I got you. Because that dream I had 2 days ago, everywhere I go, they knew where I was at. Boom, and I would go out. They come out, I run down the streets and hide. Here they come. Boom, and I was out. What he was saying to me is when I was a little girl and coming up, young girl, and coming up in teenager suit. Last time I was able to do it when I was 32 years old. I was on the second floor and I went out the second floor window. I could be able, when I was young, I could come out of my body and I can look come up, out, go high as far as I wanted, and look down. And it used to be really fun. It really was fun because I remember one time I was in the park with my children, flying kites, and every event was important to me to do with my children. And at this moment, I came up out of my body and went up in the air and looked down at them. They was flying their kite. I said, look at them. They can't even see me. I'm up here and they can't see me. And I'm telling you all, it was not a dream. It wasn't a vision. It was something that actually happened to me. So in this dream that I had 2 days ago was likened to that. It was like I knew that at any time you coming after me, boom, boom, I'm out. It was just me just going, boom, and I was out. You know, no matter what they did, I was able to escape. You all, I give all that glory and that honor to the Most High Yah, because I knew that He allowed me to do that as a young girl. So if then, it's like He said, it's ever with you. Anything that I give you, it has been there. You just got to activate it with the faith that I have instilled in you. Use it. And He gets on me like that. But so I think that the time that we're in is more critical and more serious than we think. And we don't want to talk about it. It's because we want to walk in Lululand. We want to make everything look like, oh, it's okay. It's okay. Our people this and our people. Look, tell your people the truth. The truth of the matter. Tell your people the truth of the matter. And let every man be a lie and Yah be the truth 100. You see, always tell the truth, y'all. It is time to tell the truth. If the light rests therein, tell the truth to the other matter. Stop lying to these people and agreeing with these people's ways. When people are ministering to you and they're not leading you to the Most High bosom by giving Him all the praise, the honor, the glory, get away from them people. That means you serving darkness. It means you walking in darkness. You're honoring darkness. Because if that darkness, that which is speaking in that darkness of their flesh, is not giving Yah all the glory, not some. He don't want it if He can't get it all. He got to get it all. He don't want part of it, a little here and a little there. If you can't give Him all, kick yourself to the curb somewhere. He don't want none of it. So that's what's actually taking place. And we got to get to a place where we're giving Him all the glory, all the honor, and all the praise, because He's doing 24. Because you know what? When that time comes, I was listening to them 16 chapters, and He said, when they call me, I'm not going to hear them. And I believe that. And you know what else is in there? In this book, so many times He said that. When that time comes, when you call me, I'm not going to be there. And see, that's what people are at today. They're thinking He's going to come running for them. Oh, you the children. You Abraham. No. Did He come? Let me ask you a question. Remember the people hanging on them trees? Did He come to get them down? Wait a minute. Hold up, Deborah. Was there babies up there? Yes. Did He come get them down? Huh? Did He come get them down? Everything that our people experience over in this land, go back to that book, y'all. Go back and read that your people did the same thing. See, that's what they don't want you. They don't want to tell the truth of the matter. They want to give you half cocked. Let you think that it's about the heathens bothering, or we the people. They've been knowing we the people. They don't have no respect for us because we don't have no respect for our Creator who put us under His name. So why should they respect us when they know who we are and we didn't respect Yah? Why should the heathens respect you and you don't respect Yah? Why should they respect you? Do that make any sense? It don't make sense, y'all. But we want them to honor and how would I say it? Honor us and pay us and give us and do us and treat us this way. How can we expect them in the flesh to treat us with honor? And we have dishonored the Creator, the Most High Yah, in all our ugly ways. And we run around here talking about, oh, we're not supposed to be eating. That's for the flesh. Let's get to the truth of the matter. Let's talk about this spirit, y'all. Let's rumble about that spirit. Get your butt in the spirit line somewhere and get out the flesh line. You see? So I'm trying to understand in a way that I am here on the earth, what make a people think that they should get this, and this from the heathens, and they ain't gave their creator who got them under their name nothing. So the heathen's not entitled to give us nothing. Because when they see us dishonor, profaning, and dishonoring our creator, see, if we would get right with Yah and show them we love our creator, he put us, that we know that he put us under his name. We know that we are his people, like they know that we are. Then they will be more scared of us. They will be more fearful of us, because we now are stepping into our righteous position. You see? But instead, we do the opposite. We cut up from the floor. We steal. We kill. Did you see them black men killing that Puerto Rican guy on the streets? Him and his girlfriend pulled up. All them black guys came out with guns shooting them people. That lady in the car, that girl, and the Puerto Rican guy shooting them down, all because of a road rage. So what are we doing? We finna start a war with the Puerto Ricans. We already and our black men and women are acting a fool with them Chinese. Don't sit there and lie. I've seen them. I've seen the Chinese do some little nasty things. We need to get out of their shop then. Keep your hand to your own, do your own fingers and foot. Do your own nails. Do your own, get your natural hair, leave all that weave and mess alone then. Because the truth of the matter is, let these people go their way. And we go ours. And be about our people. They know our people. They know who we are. Everybody in the world know who we are. And we too darn ignorant to even realize who we are. That's why I say, look in the mirror at yourself. See the ugliness of who you are. To me, when I get on YouTube, sometimes it's be on Facebook. I don't get on there often. And you see all the things that's going on with our people. First thing I said to y'all, let me tell you what I told y'all. I said, look at them. The beast get on my nerves. His right hand is over the media, and he put all kind of hatred things about us. Y'all said, talk close, just as clear as day. He said, Deborah, is it true? Do you see it before your eyes? See, y'all is correcting me. Stop thinking that everybody's doing something. Look at your own people. If the beasts are putting it negative stuff about your people, this is what y'all say. Is it true? I can't do nothing. I had to sit down. I said, Father, you right. They doing it. Because it's showing you. When I saw them black guys shoot up that man and his girlfriend, young man, young Puerto Rican and his girl, I was like, why would y'all do that over road rage? Just got out shooting like crazy in the Puerto Rican community. Why would y'all do that? Why? And then here we are on here. We the people on YouTube. We the people. We the chosen. But we ain't paying attention to our own bloodline acting a fool out there. We don't want to have nothing to say to them. But we want the world. We want the white man to bow down to us. But we don't want ours to get themselves right. We don't want our people to do what's right. We don't want our people to unite and get together, stop this here, show them that we love our Most High. Why is it we can't show y'all that we love each other? Why is it we can't show y'all we can unite? Why is it we can't show y'all that we can stop killing one another? We can stop disrespecting his name, dishonoring his name, disrespecting his name, because everything that we are doing is doing that to his name. Y'all didn't know that, did you? Why is he doing that to his name, Deborah? Because he put us under his name. All that's under his name is murder, kill, steal, and destroy, violence, destruction, stiff-necked rebellion, and disobedience, hating, demonic spirits, all kind of things is under his name. And if you think for 1 minute you ain't profaning his name, you sicker than sick. And when Sister Deborah is telling you that these are going on amongst our people, and we standing around here saying, she bothering our man. Okay, you keep on. Your ignorant man is under his name. And they bothered me. Because they profaning his name. They disrespecting his name. They dishonoring his name when they doing something hear not one man teaching. Men, we stop it. When they get on there and they start talking about correcting or men need to stop, next thing you know, they on women. They talking about women. Y'all ain't going for it. That's why it ain't healed. There's no healing in our community. There's no deliverance in our community. Yah has turned his face totally away. That's why I say you better get yourself together. And if you're thinking you're going to get them together, you're lost without a cause. Because Jeremiah, Ezekiel, Solomon, David even talked to me, telling me I can remember when this is what they did. So if they telling me what is being taught to me from the wilderness, that in their time, and I'm sitting here seeing it and beholding it and still living to tell it, y'all better wake up and understand and know or pray to the Father that he give you the spirit of discerning so you'll know who's who. Because we as a people are walking in so much darkness, we ain't even thinking about the marvelous light. We are doing everything against Yah, but then we won't telling him to come get Babylon. Babylon coming down. You coming down right with it. You ain't going to no promised land. You ain't going. Just like Moses wasn't going, Aaron, those were his ace. Did they go? So what makes you think you're going with all this sin and wicked and evil and all this old demonic mess? And hate is at the highest in our nation. Hate is at the highest in our nation. And we walk around like we the angels from heaven that's been sent down here to talk to people. We're the demonic spirits as well that's down here to deceive the rest of the house of Israel. And that's what they've been doing. They've been doing since they've been on this platform, doing just that. So Sister Deborah is going to get off of here. Because the Spirit of the Most High, I love him. I love who he is. I trust who he is. I don't trust man. He said, put your trust not in man. That means when it come down to the spiritual realm, don't trust man to give you nothing righteous. Don't trust man to do nothing just, fair. Don't trust man with mercy and grace. Don't trust him with nothing. Just trust Yah to order your steps closer and closer to his bosom. That is the truth of the matter. So Sister Deborah, would like to say thank you all for in the live chat from coming on. I appreciate each and every last one of you all. And please turn your nation's heart to Yah in righteous. Don't feed into the negative things that does not give him glory, that does not honor him, that does not worship him. We should be tired of dishonoring him. And we're not. We're loving all these platforms and ain't giving no love to him. No honor. No nothing. And we thinking we all that answer. So Sister Deborah, would say, please teach your people that they are founded under his name. Stop profaning. Stop disrespecting and dishonoring his name. And I give Yah all the praise and the glory. And again, I like to thank everyone in the live chat. And Sister Deborah, will say, shalom and shalom.